Hello everyone, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Monday evening live stream. We're going live across YouTube right now. Thank you so much everybody for being here. We've got 24 concurrent viewers waiting for us right now, and we are going to go live for you for the next hour. So we're going to be discussing the epic 11th Winter 2022-2023 update that we released yesterday. That was quite a good update, wasn't it? That was a lot of fun. So we're going to be discussing that, and we are also going to be looking at the 12Z model runs, and we'll bring you some long range as well, as it is a Monday live stream. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to be doing on this Monday live stream for you. We'll be here for about an hour. I would have thought I'll go through the live chat. I'll take some questions along the way and whatnot. And it's going to be great. It's going to be epic. So I'm looking forward to getting on with your Monday night live stream. I hope we're all having a lovely Monday evening. So I'll be at NGH today. I've had an appointment to check the mouth, and everything is looking good. Everything's looking fine, you know, with the tongue and whatnot. At the moment, I'm having like 2 to 3 monthly appointments. So they keep a very close eye on me. And as I say, today everything went absolutely fine. But you never know. So it's at the back of your mind, you know, are they going to spot something? So I was very relieved to get out. You know, I was very relieved to get out of the Can we get rid of the fake City Andy, please, moderators? Can we remove the fake City Andy? Thank you to the moderators. Right, yeah, I was pleased to get out of the hospital. Okay, you know, without anything being spotted. So it was all right. I had a nice experience at the hospital today, and I was a little bit late doing the 10 to 14 day about because of that. You know, I was a little bit late doing it, so that like popped up at around 3:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, it's been one of those days. It's been a manic day. I've had some dinner since then, and now I'm doing live stream. So it's one of those, you know, one of those days. But it's nice that I've had the appointment and it's out of the way. I think that'll be the last one till after Christmas. Right, so if everybody say thank you so much to our moderators, if everybody say thank you so much to if everybody say thank you so much to Richard, even just going to listen and watch your comments tonight, so enjoy yourselves. Okay, Rich, that's absolutely fine, my friend. You have a nice relaxing evening. Richard, you deserve it, and you've earned it. So you have a nice, relaxing evening, my friend, and you have a listen to what we've all got to say. Yeah. So if everybody thank our moderators, everybody say thank you to Paul James and to SB, and also to James doing our chat. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If everybody say thank you so much to our moderators. That would be lovely. Thank you so much to the moderators for being here. We're at 44 concurrent viewers. So hello, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. You can smash that like button. It would be great if you can do that for us. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna I'll go through the live chat in a moment. I'll be taking questions and whatnot along the way, and it's going to be great. It's going to be epic. Please like the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. But then that, right, okay, I hope you have a lovely Monday evening as well, lovely Monday. Right, so first person was SB. Thank you so much to SB for checking in. Thank you so much to Alpha SB. Wow. Adam Blunstone, GavsWeatherVids 2-month channel membership. Thank you so much, Adam. And congratulations for your recent gift from the amazing James098. Right, okay. Luke R is in with us. So to you, Luke. And thank you so much for being here. Mark Kanish, even Gavin. Do you think this November update has been both like 2000 and 2009 for how unsettling it feels? been perhaps a little bit more 2009-esque in terms of the mildness. I don't think November 2000 was that mild, actually. It's quite a cool wet month, from what I remember. But 2009, November 2009 is exceptionally mild. So there's been a little bit more like that, if anything, though not as wet yet. But we've got a lot more rain to come in the next couple of weeks. Right, okay, Mark, also saying, come in, when we had the cluster of cold winters between 2008 and 2013, what were the sea surface temperatures like? We had a tripole in the middle of that cluster. So, we did have a tripole for 08-09, that just happened, you know, but, for 09, and we didn't have one for 09-10 either, I don't think. But for 2010, we had one, the December to remember. I think what happened for 09-10 is that a tripod developed as it went along. So we didn't start off with one, but it developed as winter went through. And then that tripod carried on right way through 2010 to the December to remember. And then kind of faded away for a couple of years, and then we had a tripod that came back late for 2012-13 at the end of the cluster. So a little bit coming and going, but you know, they didn't have tripods at times through some of those winters. But 08-09 didn't have one, and we didn't have one to start 09-10 either. Right, okay, Michael McLeod is here. How to you, Michael? Thank you so much, Michael McLeod, for being here. Adrian Major, good evening, Gavin, everyone. Hope you're doing okay. Weather tomorrow in West looks wet and wild. It's going to be wet and wild, my friend. Wet and windy to come tomorrow. Very wet day coming up. Thank you so much to Asia. For being here. I think the Met, I think, has got like a weather warning out. I think so. I think the Met's got a weather warning out for tomorrow for the rain. I've not done a 6 a.m. forecast. I've still got that to do. As I said at the start of life, it's been one of those days today. I'm a little bit flummoxed. But at least I've got my hospital appointment out of the way. I'm in the clear now till at least after Christmas, so I can start relaxing now up to Christmas and New Year. Mark, Gavin, do you think so far this pattern has been no similar to the autumn of 2011? A lot, I think it has, and we're very close with activity to 2011. Yeah, I think so. Up to this point, but this Scandinavian high, but we're beginning to see hints of within the model output. That's a little bit different. I don't think we have that in November 2011, so we've got to wait and see where that's going. I think. But yes, certainly like October, anyway, and into November with the southerlies has been. Of course, September 2011 was a lot warmer, though, than September just gone. So it swings and roundabouts. My friend. Mark Kinnear, when a Scandinavian high tries to bring us cold weather but can't because of how strong the Atlantic is that helps to weaken the Atlantic. Let's do that again. When a Scandinavian high tries to bring us cold weather, but can't because of how strong the Atlantic is that what helps to weaken the Atlantic? Not really, no. I think the Atlantic has to weaken first, and allow the Scandinavian high to get going. So I don't think it's a Scandinavian high that weakens the Atlantic. I think the Atlantic just generally starts to run out of steam. You can see what I mean. There will be various reasons why that would happen. The jet stream starts to run out of steam, or the jet stream goes a long way south, taking the areas of low pressure to the south with it. Maybe a sudden stratospheric warming event occurs, and that weakens the jet stream and creates more merindonality, and a waving jet stream and whatnot. And so I'm not sure it's a Scandinavian high itself that causes that. Right, James098, checked in. Hello to you, my friend. Hello to James098. Mark Kanish, Gavin, is it true in May, even summer, sometimes it's more easier for Scandinavian high to build? Yeah, you get much more wave easterlies in the spring. So May is the most easterly month due to like Scandinavian high. That's because the jet stream is at its weakest. We're losing the contrast, the temperature between tropics and poles. So the Atlantic runs out of steam the jet stream weekends, and that tends to be the most easterly month that we get in May. Michael Johnson, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Michael Johnson. Thank you so much for being on Livestream. James Jukebox 2. It's here. Hello to you. Hello to James Jukebox 2. Matthew Orchard. Good evening to Matthew. Thank you so much, my friend, for being on tonight's Monday night live stream. Duncan is here. Hi, Gav. Great winter update. Eastern La Nina looking interesting. Yeah, we've talked about this in the last couple of winter updates, of course. So, eastern-based La Nina, historically favours a colder winter outcome. It's quite interesting compared to like a central or western-based La Nina, which, to be honest, is what we tend to get more often. Eastern-based La Ninas are quite rare, actually. Though we tend to get La Nina more in the central part of the Pacific Ocean historically, and that's like the region 3.4 region, which is where events are designated. But we have established, and we did do in this year's update as well, that La Nina, kind of favours a colder outcome if it's eastern based. Of course, the thing with this La Nina that's quite unusual is that it's like a triple dip La Nina, and we have had triple dip La Ninas, as we explained. We had a triple dip La Nina in for 75, 76, and we had a triple dip La Nina for 2000, 2001. But they were both central based La Nina. So this will be the first time we've had a triple dip that's an eastern based La Nina. There was also a triple dip in the 1930s as well. We had a long run of La Nina in the 1930s. I'm sure you've all heard of the Dust Bowl that occurred in America. That was associated with the long running La Nina that occurred through the early to middle 1930s. I think the last one was probably 1934, 1935, but the triple dip winter, probably about 1934, 1935. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that. So, the triple dip La Ninas do occur, but they're quite rare, and we've never had one that's eastern based. So it's going to be very interesting how this all pans out, is it? And the two triple dips that we looked at, like 75, 76, and also 2000, 2001, they were very different winters, very different, very contrasting winter. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. We are in some degree in uncharted territory with this winter. So I'll be very interested, to see what happens and how this all sort of resolves itself and reveals itself. Right, okay, hang on everybody. I'm so sorry everyone, it would be a Gav live stream about a car. Thank you so much, Duncan. Okay, Matthew Orchard saying, interesting stage high, just lurking around to tease us. It's lurking there, got to keep an eye on it, my friend. We're approaching 70 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much everybody for being here. We're up against the big guns tonight. We're up against Corrie and EastEnders and whatnot. So, thank you so much for being here. Please smash the like button if you are enjoying this live stream. We're at 70 concurrent viewers nearly, with 30 thumbs up. So if you could give us a like, thank you so much everyone for doing that. Right, okay, Mark, Gavin, even though there's no sign of warming in the pole, could it still happen yet? We were overdue one that gets into the troposphere. It's 10 years in January, February since that big one. Yeah, it'll be 10 years since the big sun stratospheric warming of 2012, 2013. We did have one before the beach from the east, of course, in 2017. So I think that's the last one that really fundamentally impacted the stratosphere, and you can see like a discernible response. It happened like at the end of January, start of February, didn't it? And within like a couple of weeks, we was getting a discernible tropospheric response with the high pressure that eventually became a beast from the east. So I think that was the last one, because there have been sun traffic warnings after that, but that's the last one that brought us, properly cold weather. So it's been a while. We are probably due to get an SSW that delivers, proper coal. SB, got a little bit cold today. There's so much going around, SB. Everybody seems to be poorly. Hope you feel better soon. James 098, hopefully some snow soon. It's more likely for you than it is for me, my friend. Right, okay, Paul checked in. Hello to Paul James. Thank you so much to our moderator, to SB, to Paul and to James. Thank you so much to our moderators for being here. Right, okay, Jake Hammerson. Hi, Gav. Do you think that this really prolonged warm spell will probably shift by next summer? It might shift by this winter. Jake, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, my friend. Next summer is a very, very long way away. Michael McLeod is here. I think that Scandinavian will struggle. The polar vortex maybe will lock in east winds in February, looking like possible backloaded winter, something similar to 1987. Maybe 1986 was like a freezing cold February. So maybe, my friend, let's wait and see. The Atlantic can suddenly just switch off. You know, it'd be like turning a light switch off, and it just runs out and sinks. So you just never know. You just never know, my friend. Jake Hammerson, I hope that the coming days, that those Christmas update videos on models will swing colder. That would be nice after last Christmas disaster. It was a little bit. Least said about last Christmas, the better. Thank you, my friend. But yes, it would be nice if we don't get a recurrence of last winter, or I should say last Christmas's events, wouldn't it? Katrine is here. Katrine Baso. Thank you so much to Katrine. I have got my magic water ready to drink. I'm on the magic tea from my Gavler mug, but Richard sent me for my birthday, so I'll be having a little sip of magic tea. We're getting close to 90 contributors. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you could give us a like on the stream, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. The best of Sweden is here. Hello to you, my friend. Hello to the best of Sweden. We've also got Ollie Crow here as well. Good evening to Ollie Crow. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Richard, going to be listening to, listening and watching. Okay, Rich, you have a rest, my friend. You do deserve it. You have a rest. Right, okay. I'm just pulled down a bottle of light shut, so I think I better go back. Forget it. So I go down, I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down. That's how that's just how I go on my live streams. Right, where I get to, I got to Richard, didn't I? Rich. Where are those Rich? Okay. Right, let's continue then. Fantastic live stream so far. We're going to do some stream capturing for you around 10-15 minutes time. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Please like the stream, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We're grinding. And I'm not going to get giddy, but we're grinding to 15k subscribers, 15,000 subscribers. And you could give us a sub. It would be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that for us. Right, okay. Let's have a look. SB, I think the reason why last Christmas went so wrong was due to how 50-50 was. It was, we said it, didn't we? We said that it was absolutely on a knife edge, and it so was. You know, it so was. But once it went wrong, that was the whole of the winter but went wrong. It never recovered, which is, we didn't see that coming in our in our winter forecast. We said Christmas would be 50-50. It could be mild, it could be cold, and that's did go fine up to Christmas. The winter forecast was fine. But when Christmas went down the tubes, the winter never got restarted, it never recovered. And we did not expect that, and that's how the forecast went wrong. James Johnston is here. Hello to you. Thank you so much to James Johnston for being on the live stream. That's amazing. That's incredible. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Mitha123. Hi, Gav. Been watching for years now. Looking forward to your winter updates this year. Well, we're nearly at the end of them now, Myth, right? Don't know where you've been, but we've been doing them since the beginning of September, and we've only got like 2 more left to go. Then the winter forecast. So you got some catching up to do, definitely. Right, okay. Tim is here. How do you, Tim? Thank you so much, my friend. Good evening to Tim. Adam Blunston. Hi, everyone. I thought I'm in a lot Peitao Pengs today, my leg. I'm so sorry to hear that, Adam. I hope you feel better soon. My friend, I hope you feel better soon, Adam. We're at 93 concurrent viewers, turning into a massive live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Please smash that like button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. The best swing, even Gav, looks like I'll be getting my first snow on Friday or Saturday. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations to the best of Sweden and Hobster. Can't believe how foggy it is. Hasn't seen the sun for 3 hours. It's very foggy here this morning. Going into the hospital, going into Northampton General this morning, it was very, 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 very foggy in the Northamptonshire countryside. It took until like mid-afternoon for it to go. So, yeah, we've had a couple of days of really decent fog, haven't we? Right, now, what's going at the bottom of the live chat? Okay, Tim has gifted 1 channel membership. Thank you so much, Tim, for that gift. Thank you so much, my friend. And congratulations to Whitey Finley boy. Thank you, Tim, and congratulations to Finley. Congratulations to Finley. Well done, my friend. You will be a GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel member for the next month, for the next 1 month. Thanks to Tim for giving you that gift. So, congratulations, my friend. Well done, and thank you so much, Tim. That's incredibly kind and generous. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, okay, let's go back up, then. Let's go back up where I get to. Okay, Trevor Hall is here. How to you, Trevor? Thank you so much, Trevor Hall. Been on live stream. 10 is here as well. How to you, 10? Thank you so much. AM, apparently to get cold next week. Going to look at some trails ahead shortly, my friend. Let's keep the cats in the bag for now. But we shall see. We shall see. Thank you so much for being here. Tim is saying it's going to be nice weather tomorrow. For the UK and Ireland, plenty of rain. It's going to be a wet one, wet and windy, wet wicket, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's have a look. Matthew, what's Matthew saying? Oh, Matthew's going to play darts, I think. Okay, you have a good night, Matthew. Thank you so much for checking in. We'll see you on the next stream. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, let's come on down. Chris Clifford, evening at GavsWeatherVids and everyone. Looking wild here tonight into tomorrow morning in East Anglia. Yes, there is a weather warning for wind and rain. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild, Chris. So, you batten down the hatches, my friend. Jobby Morris is here. How to you? Scandi making a comeback, possibly. There's 1 or 2 hints within the model output. That Scandinavian high lurking up to the northeast. So let's wait and see. Thank you so much to the moderators. Thank you so much, moderators, for that. Right, okay. Elf is here. Elf Harding. Hello, Gav. It looks like the coming winter could be something like 91-92 or 2009-10. Those winters have many things like the same, unless 91-92 was mild heat in Denmark. They're very different, actually. So 91-92 are very anticyclonic, high pressure dominated, and just high pressure sitting over, well, it actually sat over the UK, really, but Denmark, it would have been sitting over Denmark as well. The very quiet, drab winter, probably quite cold for Denmark, I would have thought. Probably quite a frosty, foggy type winter. Not much snow, but probably quite frosty for Denmark. For us, it's just like a mild, drab winter where nothing happened, to be honest, for weeks on end. It was a very cold winter for Eastern Europe. The cold was like from Russia down to the Balkans to Greece, you know, that kind of pattern. Whereas the other one, 09-10, of course, was a very cold winter. That was blocked. High pressure was within Scandinavia and Greenland, in the northern latitudes, Svalbard. So that was a much colder winter with easterly winds regularly coming and going and plenty of snow on that. Right, okay, Josh, wonderful world of nature weather. Gav, do you think any snow soon? Not in the immediate future. Let's wait and see what that Scandinavian high is going to do. Thank you so much, Josh, for being here. Ollie, why has there been so much warm southwesterly winds and no northerly winds? We've just been in a repeating pattern, Ollie, over the past 12 months, really. Yeah, longer than 12, but started like end of August, early September of last year, didn't it, 2021, with Azores High ridging in, bringing lots of central ridge to the east, pulling up lots of southerly winds and whatnot. So we've been stuck in that repeating pattern. We may be about to see that coming to the end, you know, have to wait and see. We thought before that the southerlies are gone, and then they've come back, you know. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see where things are going and what happens. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow. Super chat. Woo. Thank you so much to Josh. Thank you so much to Josh of Wonderful World Nature Weather for your super chat. That is lovely. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, my friend, for doing that. Thank you so much. That's amazing and incredible. Thank you so much. I just have a little sip of magic tea out of my Gavla mug that Richard sent me, everyone. Hold on. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a lovely live stream so far. Still got a little bit more to go through the live chat, and then I'll start doing some screen capturing for you. What, just off on a tangent, before we look at the trials there, would any of you like to have a look at November 2009, just to refresh your memories about that month and see whether there is a similarity to what, you know, we're currently going through, bring them all out. But if you'd like to have a recap, because I can show you at Winter Central, if you'd like to have a recap of November 2009, November 09, before 09-10, then let me know in the live chat. Give me a thumbs up emoji or something if you'd like me to do that. And we'll do it for you. Right, okay, Reddy is here. Reddy SR, thank you so much, my friend, for being here. I just bit my tongue. Gosh, that hurt. But I'm going to persevere. The show must go on. The show must go on. Yeah, I'm going to persevere, but that hurt. Right, okay. Finley, how are you doing, Gav? I'm doing absolutely fine. I've had good news today. Finley, I've been in the hospital and got me all clear for the next 3 months with my mouth, so I am very, very pleased. Right, okay, Megan Rebecca. Hi, Gav. Keep up the good work and give us some snow in Middlesbrough. Need to make a snowman with the kids. Let's hope we can get some snow for you and the kids. I hope we can. B, hello to B. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to B for being here. Tim, Balkan weather report. Polar vortex tentacles to hit central southeast Europe during last week of November. They are calling for Mediterranean highs and colder north to combine for snowy episodes. Wow. Sounds like winter's really going to get going for central and southeastern parts of Europe, Tim. Sounds exciting. That's not bad news for us in the northwest. It only means we're under a mild sort of scenario. Paul thinks the soaps are boring, and James and I say agrees. Mrs. P enjoyed them though, but I've never been overly keen, so I'm happy live streaming while they're on. But it does mean we're competing, doesn't it? It does mean we're competing. Ben's here, Ben Enty. Thank you so much to Ben Enty for being on the live. Thank you so much, my friend. Monty is here as well. To Monty Pio. Downstairs Dave, evening Gav. Just watching Strike Big for 0910. Very interesting how November was then. If you want to recap everybody of November 2009, let me know in the live chat. Give me a thumbs up emoji. We can do that for you. Ollie Crow, it seemed like around July time, we had that 40 degrees. UK was very warm and southerly through the summer and most of the autumn. Explains the very warm autumn could flip to cold and easterly later. I think the southerly started even before that. We're getting southerly, it's like into last winter. And probably before that, probably last autumn, September 2021, I think had a lot of southerly winds, which is why it's such a warm month. So these southerlies have been coming and going for a long time now. Of course, it's most notable in July when it dragged up that very, very extreme heat. But the southerlies have been coming and going for a long time. Ready, not convinced on anything cold this year or this coming winter. We shall see, my friend. Chris Beast, hello to you. And Amelia J, hello to Amelia. Thank you so much to Amelia for being on the live stream tonight. Right, okay, let's have a look. Mark, Gavin, I'm sure you agree, even though it was a failed winter last year, it can't keep being failed ones. At some point, we will have a cold winter, definitely. We've got to get a cold winter before too much longer. Mikey, it's your Mikey Rawcliffe, thank you so much to Mikey being on live stream. And Steve Smith as well, saying, good evening, Gav. What's this I heard about non-blogging setting up by the end of November? Just one or two hints, Stephen. Let's wait and see. Bees, give me heart, thank you so much, Paul Cooper, the description of Mark Bogan's latest video looked interesting. Could stratospheric cooling in the southern hemisphere lead to stratospheric warming in the northern hemisphere? Yeah, Richard was telling me about that. Yesterday. So that's fascinating. We may have a little bit about that actually in this week's winter update, but I shall say no more about that. Okay, I think I'm going to super chat. Thank you so much to Jake. Keep up the good work, guys. Super chat. Thank you so much to Jake for doing that. Thank you so much. At the end of the live show, I will shout out the super chatters. Of course I will. I'll do that at the end of the live stream. Richard, I just still it. Me and Gav discussed at 7 a.m. before March heading at Sandy. Oh yeah, we had a nice chat about it, didn't we? Rich. Right, okay. So all these people would like to see. Oh, Ben Vincent coming winter will be similar to 0910. Well, if it is, then we're going to have a very interesting winter, Ben. If we can pull up another 0910, that would be absolutely fantastic. City Andy, Gab, what does the tongue eruption act as a wild card this winter? There are theories about it, Andy. Yes, we might have a little bit to say about that in the coming winter update. And thank you so much for being here, Andy. We had an imposter, City Andy, earlier on, but the real McCoy is with us now. Thank you so much, my friend. AM, do you like snow and cold, Gav, or would you prefer it to be mild? I try not to have a preference either way. I used to like cold when I was young. When I was younger. I can take it or leave it now, really, the snow. But I try to not have because I think if you got like a preference one way or t'other, it can affect the way you're interpreting the data. From a business point of view, snow is always very good. From a GavsWeatherVids point of view, for putting on subscribers and that and getting revenue from the ads and that. But snow is always good news. But I try not to have a preference because I think if you do have a preference, it can make you be looking for the outcome that you're invested in, if you see what I mean. So it's always best to try and look at it with no preference on that. That's how I prefer to do it anyway. Transport Manchester's here. Hello to you, my friend. Hello to TM. Tim would like a repeat of 2013-14. Wow. Wouldn't that be something? We're very close to 100 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Please smash the like button and let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live. It would be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. Thank you so much. Megan, my partner Paul said hello. Hello to your partner Paul. Thank you so much to both of you for being here. Thank you so much. Right, okay, Sean Donahue is here. Hello to you, my friend. Hello to Sean. Right, okay, all these people want to have a little recap of November 09. We start swing catching in a moment. So, Tim would like a recap. Mikey would like a recap. James098 would like a recap. Apple would like a recap. Josh would like a recap. Adam Blunston would like a recap. Paul Cooper, Mikey Rawcliffe, Sissy Andy, Duncan Wood, Best of Sweden, Ben NT, Tim, Luke R, Mark Knish, Daniel Hutton, Mike McLeod, Asia Major, and Ben Enty, Ollie Crow, Paul James, AM, would all like a recap of November 2009. Isaac Short at GavsWeatherVids, has you seen CFS V2 seasonal models? December is very interesting. I'm going to have a look at that a little bit later on in the live stream, my friend. Katrine would like to have a recap. Okay, Andy GL, I think, would like a recap as well. John Matthews would like a recap. SB would like a recap. Okay, we'll do that for you. And I think I'm going to super chat as well. We're at 100 concurrent viewers as well. Wow, it's all going on. Thank you so much. Again, to see 100 concurrent. Please smash that like button. Let YouTube know that you enjoy life. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Right, Jason Stebbins. Wow. Super chat. Woo. Thank you so much to Jason Stebbins. That's incredible. Thank you so much, my friend. The Woke Conspiracies here. Hello to you, Woken. Thank you so much for being on this live stream. Thank you so much, my friend. Nomal is here. Hey, Gav, the guy with the difficult name is back again. Just saying hello. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Andy, says Andy, I have a slight cold bias, lol. You could have fallen me, Andy. I never knew that. Right, okay. Jonathan Stockley, hello to you, friend. What's a recap? Chris Clifford, at GavsWeatherVids, I watched your video of December 2010 last night, Sunday night, that you did many years ago. I did back in 2013. On your old channel. That was an epic watch. I enjoyed. That was a good one. Wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed it, my friend. Sometimes it's nice to go back, isn't it, and look at the old classics. Benjamin Dover, you see, how do you, Benjamin? Thank you so much to Bendy Over. Jobby would like a recap. Okay, we're going to do that for you in a moment. Bendy Dover is late to the party. Apologies. That's absolutely fine, my friend. That's absolutely fine. People can just check in and out when they want. You know, there's no set rules. I don't insist that every single person is sat down watching, you know, at the moment we start the live stream and that. So no, it's fine. You just come and go as you want. Right, okay. I think this is screen captioning for you right now. Thank you so much. I bet your screen's gotta go. See you later, my friend. And that's Larissa, I think. Larissa, give me a thumbs up. Okay, you want to see a recap, don't you? Right, okay, we'll do that for you then. SB would like to repeat a 1740. A repeat of 1740 would be something. Certainly would, SB. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. Right, James Young is here. How to you, James? Thank you so much, James Young, for being on this live stream tonight. Right, let's have a little recap then. Now. Should I keep the webcam on or should I keep the webcam off? If you want the webcam on, then post on. If you want the webcam off, then post off. And let me know what you'd like to do. Jonathan Stockley, big stream, 108 concurrent viewers. Yeah, turn to massive live stream. Everybody's waiting for me to start screen capturing. And we're going to do that for you in a moment. Somebody's saying, hey, Gavin, I do not know how to pronounce that name. I'm so sorry, but you know who you are. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay. Been a fantastic live stream so far. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this Monday night live stream. It's been great. Thank you so much. We will start doing some screen capturing for you in a moment. So, Tim wants it on. James 98 wants it on. Chris Cliff wants it on. Nomal wants it on. Benjamin Dover wants it on. Tim wants it on. Mikey Ruggs wants it on. Paul James wants it on. Luke R wants it on. Woken Spirit wants it on. And Brunson wants it on. Duncan Ward wants it on. SB wants it on. Jason Stebbins wants it on. David Chicken Crazy wants it on. Paul Cooper wants it on. Monty wants it on. Jonathan Stockley wants it on. And Ollie Crow wants it on. And Paul James is telling me a partridge and a partridge in a pear tree. Amelia wants it on. Ben Enty wants it on too. John Matthews wants it on as well. And we're going to do that for you. Okay, right, here we go then. Right, let's start screen capture. Been a fantastic live stream so far, but we're going to do our screen share section next. So I'll turn off the image and I'll pull my shirt down. And you know what's coming next, don't you? So let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. Two gas. Mini gas, going off into infinity. Wow. Here we go then, everybody. Let's start screen capturing for you right now. So the first thing I thought we'd look at is have a little recap of November 2009. So let's do that. So we got to go there, and there we want to change over the dates. I should have got this ready before the stream, really, shouldn't I? So 1st November and 2009. Right, okay, here we go. So this is how November 2009 starts, with low pressure being lots of wet and windy weather. As we push through, oh, you'll see my arm movements now, but I'm not going to be giddy. On this live stream, we had enough of that on Friday night. So as we push through the first week of November 09, very low pressure dominated. You will notice that heights rise across Scandinavia, which blocks the progress of these areas of low pressure. So we do actually get hints of high pressure to the northeast coming up against these areas of low pressure, and that kind of sends trajectory by the northwest southeast line and begin to pull those areas of low pressure southwards and eastwards. So we start getting a little bit of ridging there by the 8th of November, and high pressure tries to we get very close to high pressure taking over by the 9th of November actually. So we almost went to a cold pattern through that early part of November 2009. That's the 10th of November. Again, you'll see how the high pressure is ridging into Scandinavia. Not quite able to take control of weather, but it's lurking. It's sitting there to the northeast, lurking, blocking the progress of these areas of low pressure and sending them onto more of a southerly track. Now, as we come into the middle of November 2009, we begin to lose that hint of a Scandi to the northeast, and the low pressure has changed its wind direction to more of a southerly southwest. As you remember, that not only was November 2009 a very wet month, it was also a very mild November as well, but it's most remembered for being exceptionally wet due to the continuous conveyor belts of low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. Long fetch southwesterly, we know what that's like, don't we? Long fetch southwesterly there on the 19th of November, pumping up the air from the Azores, but also very moisture laden, so lots of heavy rain. Further wet and windy, I've never done that one before, the wet and windy weather around the country on the 21st of November. The low pressure conveyor belts of lows just keep coming, bringing more and more wet and windy weather in with them. Now we get to the end of November 2009, we begin to get a change. We start to send those areas of low pressure southwards, begin to get a little bit of ridging in the North Atlantic this time. So by the time we get to the final day of November 2009, it's exceptionally wet and also mild, but we're beginning to get high pressure ridging up from the southwest, just starting to turn a little bit drier and cold, and that trend then progresses as we go through the first week of December. Still wet and windy, but it's a cooler variety of wet and windy weather. Notice by the time we get through to the 8th of December, heights are rising again over Scandinavia. Quite weak to start off with, but eventually we get this ridge, which actually starts from the Azores high. The ridge from the Azores high begins to push northwards. We've got high pressure from Russia reaching into Scandinavia, and eventually the two areas of high pressure form a proper Scandinavian high, and off we go. This is where the winter really starts. So this is 12th of December, high pressure is over. Just to the north of the country, we're starting to bring in a colder easterly flow, and we go then to the middle of December, it starts again progressively cold. The high pressure goes further northwards towards Iceland. We begin to drop some very cold air into Scandinavia and start to move that in on an east wind. So by mid-December of 2009, we're starting to get snow into the mix, snow showers, longer spells of snow at this area of low pressure. Look at that, 17th December 2009, a proper blocking feature around Iceland and Greenland, and yes, we're pulling in those cold easterly winds. And I'm sure you remember running up to Christmas 2009, have a very, very cold Christmas. We lose the easterly and we turn wind into the north there around the 19th, 20th. That area of low pressure dropping snow southwards across the country. Very wintry run up to Christmas 2009, although there was a bit of a thaw over Christmas. It wasn't the end of the winter, and as we get to the new year of 09-10, weather actually started getting quite severe. So the coldest part of that winter was like the first half of January 2010, bringing in those east-northeasterly winds, courtesy of that blocking area of high pressure. And the rest, as they say, is history. That was our coldest January in 2010, I think, since 1987, 1985, something like that. So the rest is history. And very cold and wintry first after January 2010, and then the cold was on off really for the rest of the winter. Did you enjoy a little recap, everyone? I hope you enjoyed that little recap. 117 concurrent viewers. Gosh, massive live stream this. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this an incredible live stream so far. We're going to bring the 12s there in a moment, and we shall compare, what we just saw there for November 2009 to what the 12 said is showing. What a live stream, though, so far. What a live stream. Somebody's asked me, do you love your followers? Of course I do. Of course I do. Ninja, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Ninja. Navigator is here as well. Thank you so much to Navigator. James 098 enjoyed the recap. I think Mikey enjoyed the recap. Andy enjoyed it. Amelia enjoyed it. Tim enjoyed it as well. Chris Clifford, Alan Blunston, Big Sniffer enjoyed it. And Ben NT, Paul Cooper and Duncan Wood enjoyed it as well. Right, okay, let's start doing some 12s then. So that is how, November 09 developed. Let's then now go and have a look at some 12s there. So we're going to start this at 72 hours with the UK Met Euro run. We'll enable the hover. So here we go. That's a scenario for Thursday. High pressure lurking to the northeast over Scandinavia. Deep low pressure is over the country, bringing, very, very wet spell around the middle part of the coming week. What happens with the UK Met Euro run? Well, as we get to the weekend, another area of low pressure comes rattling in from off the Atlantic Ocean. And that's how long as we get to the end of the UK Met Euro run, which gets us to the 21st, this time next week, Monday, 21st November. Low pressure, kind of being blocked, isn't it, by that high pressure over Scandinavia. That high pressure over Scandinavia is still not in a position to bring us anything cold, but it is having influence to block the track of these areas of low pressure. They're sort of stalling in the Atlantic and begin to slip a little bit. That's as far as we get to with the UK Met Euro run. This is the Icon run. So I think we'll probably run a little bit late, everybody, due to that recap. I hope that's okay. I'll probably run around 5-10 minutes over. And I hope that's all right with everyone. Right, okay, this is how the Icon looks again. So Thursday, very deep low pressure over country. High pressure is lurking just to northeast. More low pressure. There you go, more low pressure rattling in over the weekend. That's bringing some heavy rain and some strong winds as well. What happens with that? Well, again, we see up to 180 hours as far as we get to with Icon, which is to midnight next Tuesday. Again, the progress of that low pressure is being blocked by this area of high pressure that's lurking to the northeast. Is there a bit of similarity here with November 2009? Let me know what you think about that idea in the live chat, everyone. GFS, let's have a GFS, midday run, 12Z run. What am I talking about? This is how the UK Met 12Z run is looking. Again, high pressure is to our northeast, low pressure is to the west. Now, as on Thursday, as running to the weekend, more wet and windy weather sweeping in from off the Atlantic. That high pressure still there, lurking to the northeast over into OPAD next week, bringing plenty of dry weather to northern Europe and quite cold weather too. That's the cold weather that Better Sweden was talking about for Scandinavia being brought in on that easterly just there. We say under the areas of low pressure, so we say relatively mild through next week as well. Yet another low rattling in there on a week to, in 10 days, I should say, 30th, 24th of November. That's bringing a mild southerly push and also a lot of wet and windy weather with it. Now, what happens after that? Well, look at this. High pressure starts to ridge up from the southwest. We've got high pressure ridging into Scandinavia. So remember that scenario that happened in December, in the second week of December 2010, with the high pressure ridging up from the south. I showed you it, didn't I? High pressure ridging up from the south, goes to the Scandinavian high, and we go off and running into 7 weeks of cold weather. Well, look what happens here. That high pressure ridges up from the south, ridges to Scandinavia. We start to set up a big Scandinavian high, and we start to bring the wind in from the east. Initially, it's not a particularly cold easterly, but as this area of low pressure dies southwards, we do start to import some cold air in from the north and from the northeast. Is that beginning to get itself into a blocked, colder pattern that could last for a little while? I wonder, what do you think about that, everyone? What do you think about that idea? This is how the GEM is looking. If you are enjoying this live stream, can you please like, share, and subscribe on the stream? Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. We are grinding to 15k subscribers. So if you could give us a sub, tell friends and family to subscribe. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm being sensible tonight, everyone. It's sensible, Gav. Now, where's my mouse? It's sensible, Gav, tonight. Doing the day job, everyone. Right, well, here we go on Thursday with BGEM. Low pressure is over country, high pressure is to the northeast. More low pressure comes in at the weekend, bringing further bouts of wet and windy weather with it. That low pressure is being diverted southwards, still not really pulling in anything particularly cold, but certainly a lot cooler than it has been in the first half of November. That's how it looks as we get to day 10. So low pressure is still in control. High pressure is across western parts of Russia there. And then finally, the ECM looks like that. Again, deep low pressure over the country coming up against that high pressure ridging into Scandinavia on Thursday. And further areas of low pressure in off the Atlantic through the weekend as well, bringing more wet and windy weather with it. The high pressure is still lurking there to our north and northeast. Now, we begin to move low pressure away to our south there by the middle of next week. So we're having a really good go at turning wind into the east. What do you think about that then? So that looks a little bit poised, doesn't it? By day 10, we've got high pressure ridging from Russia into Scandinavia, trying to send a ridge through the Norwegian Sea towards Greenland. The jet stream is going ever further south, taking these areas of low pressure with them. I doubt there's much in the way of cold air at day 10, so there's not much cold over the continent. It's the pattern that's interesting here rather than the cold, because it's been so mild across Europe. It's going to take a while to cool the continent down, but land masses can cool surprisingly quickly. All we've got to do is drop some of this blue, you know, some of this proper Arctic air. All we've got to do is drop some of that south, and we will do that if we get into a proper block setup. Drop that cold air southwards, the continent will cool very, very, very quick, despite the warm seas, despite how warm it's been for the last several months. If we get into a proper blocked pattern and drop that cold air south, the landmass will cool very, very, very quickly. But at that point, up to day 10, it is the pattern that is quite interesting. Looking rather blocked, isn't it? And maybe the Atlantic beginning to run out of a little bit of steam. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Timeout.com. Plenty of rain coming down over the next several days with those areas of low pressure. They're quite slow moving bands of rain as well. Not like a situation where the band of rain will rattle through within a couple of hours. because of that high pressure in Scandinavia, it's having an indirect influence in decelerating these weather fronts and bands of rain. So this is a very wet pattern potentially that we're going into here over the next week or so, with that high, blocking to some degree anyway. The progress of the Atlantic and its areas of low pressure. That's how it looks at daytime. Begin to dry out, and maybe just a hint that some of those showers start to turn a little bit wintry. Now, would you like to see some long range, everybody? Well, we're at 132 concurrent viewers. Wow, what a live stream. Slippery sausage, loving this so far. Thank you so much, my friend. Crispy curry. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, my friend. Mr. Jack, if you want to see some long range, I'll give you a thumbs up, everyone. We'll do some long range before we get the live stream wrapped up. Thank you so much. It's been a fantastic live stream so far. We are not done yet. We're going to bring some long range before we go. Benjamin Dover was loving it. Mikey, there is Gav. I don't know. There he is. Mikey, no problem, Gav. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much, my friend. I think you're enjoying my live stream tonight. Perhaps the most interesting live stream we've done for a little while, this one. Maybe. The models maybe are giving us something a little bit interesting. Chris Clifford, loved having a look at 2009. John McGrath, I have to go soon. You're going to watch I'm a Celebrity. You go watch I'm a Celeb. I'm going to do some long range before we get things wrapped up. Okay, all of these people want to see some long range. Oh, Chris Clifford, this could be another tease winter similar to 2021, 2021. I hope I'm wrong. So do I. Right, all of these people want to see some long range. Ben Ent wants to see some long range. Benjamin Dave wants to see some long range. Peter Bladder wants to see some long range. Josh wants to see some long range. Luke R wants to see some long range. Duncan Ward wants to see some long range. Noma wants to see some long range. Paul James wants to see some long range. Sean Donahue wants to see some long range. Amelia wants to see some long range. Alan Blunt wants to see some long range. Michael McLeod wants to see some long range. Duncan Wood wants to see some long range. AM wants to see some long range. Davy Yates wants to see some long range. Woven Spirit wants to see some long range as well. Barry wants to see some long range. Barry Puffleweight, how you subscribe to our channel, Barry? I hope you are, my friends. Always great to do anything live chat. Paul Cooper wants to see some long range. Crispy wants to see some long range. I'll come back to that. Ollie Crow wants to see some long range. Andy wants to see some long range. Debbie Chicken Crazy wants to see some long range. And John Matthews does too. And Darth Vader has arrived! Wow! Thank you so much, Darth Vader, for checking in. Darth Vader also wants to see some long range. B wants to see some long range. SB wants to see some long range. Chris Clifford wants to see some long range. Jason Stebbins wants to see some long range. Oh, my good friend Kieran Bushnell wants to see it too. Right, well, let's do that then. Well, have a look at CFS V2. Thank you so much, everyone. Fantastic live stream. We're coming towards the end now, but we will show you some long range before we go. This is December from CFS V2 with high pressure over top of the country. I'm so sorry everyone we kept live stream about a cough. High pressure is over country, but that high pressure is starting to ridge more towards Greenland. Could that begin to get wind into a colder northerly or easterly? I wonder. That's December. January, 700 millibar height anomaly. Looks like that. Generally mild and westerly, with low pressure over to west of the country, and we're bringing those mild westerly winds, generally mild and wet for January. What does CFS stand for, everybody? This is February, again looking westerly, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, flat as a pancake, winds in from off the Atlantic, mild, wet, windy for that month of February, and then we go through into March, and we have high pressure ridging up from the southwest, low pressure is away to the northwest, so March looks mainly dry and mild. But the interest definitely there is with December. 3 monthlies look like that, December, January and February. Overall, quite mild signal, high pressure just to our south, winds coming up from the southwest, and late winter, January, February, March, looks like that. And again, it's generally mild and westerly, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, winds in from that mild westerly direction. Peitao Pengs analogues looking like this. So this is what Peitao Peng is forecasting for December. Quite interesting. 200 millibar height anomaly showing above average heights to our north and northwest. That could well be pulling in the wind from a northeasterly direction in December. Low pressure down here with projection. So we've got a negative NAO, AO type combination type thing going on. That could definitely be quite cold in December. That's how January looks. Not as good for cold in January. Low pressure is around Greenland. The Azores high is pulled a long way for us. That's pulled over towards like the eastern side of America, and we've still got low pressure down here. So it does imply like a negative NAO type pattern, I think. But we've also got this annoying ridge. Look at this over Central Europe, and what that would do, it would bring the wind up from the southwest. So an interesting December, potentially cold, not so interesting for January. And then February looks a little bit like that. So low pressure again around Greenland, high pressure towards the east coast of America. Again, low pressure is down here, suggesting like a negative NAO, probably high pressure kind of like in southern Scandinavia. So it's centered on Germany, like Denmark. We would be quite close to bringing quite a cold continental flow with that. It's not going to be particularly steady because the high pressure is not thorough north, but probably quite frosty and pretty dry as well, I would have thought, there in February. And then March, and this is a very strange winter, I have to say. March looks like this, with again plenty of low pressure down towards Spain and the Azores and that sort of area. High pressure is pulled out towards the east coast of America. And they'll keep getting this area of low pressure around Greenland, though. So it's not that far away from being a proper cold block winter, this, but it's just not quite right. The bits and pieces aren't quite right, and instead we get this ridge that's centered just to our east. It is a very strange update, this one from Peitao Peng. You know, really quite a strange update indeed. This is how the winter overall looks, December, January, February, with Peitao Peng looks like that. So again, you see we've got all this low pressure down here around the Azores, into North Africa, into Spain, which would normally be a signal for quite a coldish winter. High pressure, that's the Azores high, that's pulled well away from us towards the eastern side of America, so that's not having much of an influence. The issue is really this low here around Greenland, although probably a little bit weaker than you would tend to get in a normal winter, and the high pressure that is over the continent. That's the real problem. You know, the high pressure, I suppose the same high maybe, but it's been delivering all of the southerlies over the past few months. That's still in play there over the continent with Peitao Pengs analogues. So it's a strange update, this one. We're not all that far from a cold winter. It just doesn't fall quite right. You know, it just doesn't fall quite right. That's January, February, March. Again, plenty of low pressure down towards Spain, high pressures from the Azores pulled away rather than ridging in, and then below to the south of Greenland and also the ridge over the continent. That's the problem to stop us from getting a cold winter. But yeah, December looks interesting anyway, and we've got to wait and see where things go in January. Wait and see where things go in January. Right, okay, Benenti, March, a bit strange. It did look very strange, didn't it? That was a very strange update. Do you want to see the CFS before we go? Travis Diggins, sir. Can we get a wow? Yes, you can, my friend. You can. Do you want to see the CFS at Retro CL before we go? If you'd like to do that as the final thing we do on this live stream, then give me a thumbs up emoji, and we'll do that as the very last thing that we look at on this live stream. Right, okay, Barry Postlethwaite. The Americans have taken the Azores high. They have. It's gone away, isn't it? Which would normally give us like a cold signal. So it's a very strange update, but we have there from Peitao Pengs. Very, very strange. What did you think, everybody, about the comparison to November 2009? What we're seeing within the model output at the moment. What do you think about that, everyone? I wonder what you thought about that idea. I think there's a little bit of similarity, but it doesn't mean, just because there's a bit of similarity, doesn't mean that will continue to be the case, of course. Right, okay, all these people, well, I will get this live stream wrapped up very quickly, because I know I'm up against, I'm a celeb. So, all these people want to see the CFS measure, see it, Mike wants to see it, Ninja wants to see it, Ben wants to see it, Michael Cloud wants to see it, Nomad wants to see it, Josh wants to see it, Benjamin Dover wants to see it, Josh wants to see it, Ollie Crow wants to see it, James wants to see it, Luke R wants to see it, Paul Cooper wants to see it, Barry wants to see it, Woken Spirit wants to see it, Amelia wants to see it, Paul James wants to see it, Alan Blunton, Chris Clifford, Darth Mayer, Debbie between Crazy Jason Stebbins wants to see it. Okay, we'll do that at Alan Blunton, at GavsWeatherVids. Do you think 2009 looks like this year? It looks interesting as well. There is a similarity, but it doesn't mean that we will continue. You know, it doesn't mean that we will continue with that similarity into the winter. But I think for this November, there possibly is an increasing similarity there. Right, okay. Mark Knish, keep seeing Gavin. You sound like Macro. I do not. Travis, Gaz for Daddy. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, let's just have a look at the CFS V2. I do not know what this is going to show. I've only got the 8, we've got the pub run, the 18Z CFS up for you. So let's see what it's going to do. I don't know what it will do. So this will be as much of a surprise to me as it is for you. It's been a fantastic live stream so far. Thank you so much, everybody. We're nearly at the end of the live stream now. Just got this little last section to do, and then we are done. Please like the stream, share, subscribe, tell friends and family to subscribe. You can even tell your mother-in-law to subscribe if you dare. And we thank you so very much for doing that. We need to put around 55 subscribers to get to 14.8k. So please give us a sub. Thank you so much. Right, here we go. CFS, low pressure. Dominating weather, bringing lots of wet windy weather into the second half of November. Towards the end of November, low pressure begins to run our steam heights rising towards Scandinavia, starting to try and pull in a colder easterly wind. Will the low pressure ease off the gas? So, low pressure dies through the country for the first week of December, starts pulling colder air from the north. It's starting to go colder from the north. Wow, we've got low pressure in the North Sea there. 9th of December, running down the North Sea. That brings snow to eastern parts of the country with high pressure out to the west. The high pressure going southwards there. By the middle of December, we're turning milder, wetter and windier once again. We're running up towards Christmas. What's going to happen? Let's have a look. Low pressure going on increasingly southerly track. Cold zonality. That could bring a little winteriness into the north just before Christmas. The south would be mostly dry and potentially very mild. More low pressure around Christmas. So that's a wet, windy Christmas. Generally rather mild. Could be a little bit colder up north. Heading towards New Year, we look like this, so still rather unsettled up to New Year with more low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. What's going to happen as we get into January? We're going milder, wetter and windier again. Low pressure deepening around the North Atlantic, so we're often running into a spell of proper zonal weather here. I shouldn't have bothered, should I? I shouldn't have bothered. Look, it's very stormy into the second half of January. Low pressure rattling through. Will we get anything colder at the end of the month? Yes, low pressure starts to move towards Scandinavia, and we go a little bit of a cool snap there, and then high pressure reaching in to our south as we go into the start of February, turning us dry and relatively mild. What's going to happen into February? Will we get anything cold? Not really. Low pressure carries on coming with the CFS 18Z, and the low pressure just carry on pushing through very wet, stormy winter here with the CFS V2 run. It's off again. It's at it again. Just continuous areas of low pressure bring plenty of wind and rain even into the beginning of March. There you go, everyone. I said I didn't know what it was going to show, so I shouldn't have bothered, really. Should I? I don't think I should have bothered. Wow. Been a massive live stream. Richard, 130 viewers. Wow. It's been a big one. It's been a big one. Paul James, I thought it said dubbing line. I don't know, Paul. What's going on in my live chat? Are you and Rich misbehaving? Paul. Juliet's here. How's Juliet? I'm so sorry, about to wrap up the live stream now, Juliet, but thank you so much for checking in. You have to look back on catch up. Ben's mum and dad got tickets for 2024. Who they seen, Ben? This is the thing, so I got to do those charts and that, and then when I come back, I've got no idea what's going on. You know, I only get snippets of conversation. So, who are they seeing? Who are they seeing? I don't know. Who are they seeing, Ben? Noel, someone smack the hell out of that low pressure, if only they would. Ammo World, CFS sucks, it does, doesn't it? Saggy, hey Gav, love your updates, thank you so much, my friend. Right, okay, we're up the end of live stream now, been a fantastic live, thank you so much, everyone say thank you to our moderators. Everybody today, thank you so much. Richard, no, this time it was naughty at Paul James. I don't know, Rich. I don't know. I think Paul's been a bit naughty, but I bet Rich has been egging him on. I don't know. Well, you're live stream now, thank you so much. If everyone say thank you to our moderators, everyone say thank you so much to Paul, and to James, and to SB, Westby, Don't say thank you to our moderators, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I'll just shout out the super chatters, so thank you so much for your kindness and generosity for your channel member gift to Tim. And also, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity to Josh, the wonderful world of nature and wealth. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity to Jake. And thank you so much for your kindness and generosity to Jason Stebbins as well. Thank you so much to all of you for being here on this live stream. It's been amazing. It's been incredible. It's been great. Thank you so much. I think it's the biggest live stream done for some time. Over 130 concurrent viewers. The plot is thickening, everyone. The plot is thickening. Christopher Treacy, cheers, Gab. Thank you so much, my friend. Katrine, thank you for another amazing live stream. Thank you so much, Katrine. Paul James, and a good night from him. Good night from him, Richard Shaw. Good night from me, and it's good night from him. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, okay, it's been a fantastic live stream. I think it's the biggest live stream we've done in quite some time. The plot is thickening. We will be back live streaming at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. We will be live streaming our 10 to 14 dayer then. So it's going to be very, 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 very interesting to see what those models are doing when we live stream our 10 to 14 dayer on Wednesday at 6 p.m. I shall see you then. Stay safe and stay well. And just sales coming tomorrow, by the way, so start on 6 a.m. upload. We will have the EC 30-day forecast for Europe. We'll have a 10 to 14 day, and the next installment of Christmas Countdown as well will be coming up tomorrow. They're going to start getting more regular from now on. Been relatively irregular up to this point, but they're going to start getting more regular from tomorrow. So the next installment of Christmas Countdown will be released probably around 6, 7-ish tomorrow evening. Stay safe and stay well, and I shall see you live on Wednesday for our 10 to 14 dayer. But for this video, or for this live stream, will be a video in a moment when I'll stop stream. For this live stream, that's all for now, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and bye for now.